If the cells of our skin are replaced every single week, then why do wrinkles still exist? Many beauty experts say that this happens because the older we get, the longer it takes the body to replace existing cells, and the skin regeneration slows down. But is this really the truth? A group of scientists from University College Cork made an outstanding discovery in 2021, a discovery that is about to change the rules of aging completely. As it turns out, the speed at which the skin regenerates has nothing to do with age, but with your gut type. In fact, skin regeneration can be easily sped up and controlled at any age, just by following one simple food hack that involves the blue root of a little-known Egyptian plant. This groundbreaking discovery was published in the reputed Nature Aging medical journal and is called the mind-blowing link between age reversal and gut health. And it is now being confirmed by an increasing number of institutions like the Medical University of Pennsylvania and University College Cork. Thankfully, this inexpensive skin and gut renewal method can allow anyone, no matter their age or physical condition, to get back their youthful glow in a surprisingly short time, while also triggering continuous rejuvenation and even flattening their stomach in a matter of weeks. Moreover, this blue Egyptian plant hack is so powerful that it can reinforce skin elasticity, firm loose skin, clear dark spots, and fine lines while wiping out 10+ years of aging. The best part? Anyone can use it from the comfort of their home starting today. It only takes a few seconds every day. No matter your age, no matter if you've tried every method out there without success, and no matter how damaged your face, neck, hands, and body skin look right now. Whether it's to make their skin look plump and luminous, or they want less wrinkles and dark spots in the mirror, over 170,000 women are trying this method out right now. Take Sarah Flake from El Paso, Texas, who told me,
I would have never ever imagined that my skin could look so amazing. If you had told me 2 months ago that my dark spots and fine wrinkles would disappear with such a simple solution, I would have laughed in your face. I am so happy I gave this a try.
Or Alexa M from Cincinnati, Ohio, who said,
I used to need so much Botox to keep the wrinkles away that it left my face permanently frozen. And it did nothing for the saggy skin on my chin or my turkey neck. 3 weeks into using this method, and I am speechless. I wake up, I look in the mirror, and I love what I see. No more expensive procedures or thousands of needles in my face for me. It's simply unbelievable.
Kathy Myers from Mesa, Arizona thinks,
I've spent thousands of dollars on lotions, serums, and creams, and they didn't do a single thing for me. I wish I knew about this method sooner. I have lost 3 dress sizes and my skin has cleared. And not only that, but I'm going to tell all my friends to ditch their cosmetics because this is the best thing yet and it works.
If you like what you're hearing, please stick to this video for the next 5 minutes. Inside, you'll discover how an off-the-record interview with the most headhunted cosmetic scientist in America unveiled the only anti-aging ingredient that, when used the right way, can really clear your skin and smooth out wrinkles. Why this ingredient has never been advertised by big beauty companies, although it's 23 times cheaper than retinol and 45 times better at reducing signs of aging. You'll also find out the 15-second belly test that reveals the speed at which you are aging and how you can slow it down by 50% starting today, as well as why women who manage to clear their skin have a 95% chance of reaching their ideal weight without effort. Just imagine what it would feel like to look in the mirror and absolutely love what you're seeing from head to toe. What it would feel like to look 5, 10, or even 20 years younger. Not having to worry about fine lines, wrinkles, stretch marks, or skin issues getting worse. Your neck, cleavage, and breasts becoming more saggy or your belly skin becoming loose. Imagine never having to hide your skin underneath thick layers of foundation and concealer because your face looks vibrant, smooth, and radiates with health. Or every time you press your skin with your finger, it brings back soft and elastic, thicker and firmer than ever, glowing with every move. Your friends, colleagues, and family are absolutely shocked by the changes they see. You are getting more compliments than you've ever gotten in your entire life, and your partner looks at you like you are the sexiest person in the world. It doesn't matter what your skin tone or texture is. It doesn't matter how old you are or how your skin looks right now. Nor does it matter how many gels, creams, or serums you've tried and failed. All that matters is that you give this method a try, just like over 170,000 women before you did. Because once you discover the solution I'm talking about, you'll understand why it has the power to completely transform your skin, health, and happiness. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Sarah Miller. I'm 42 years old. I live in Buffalo, New York, and for the past 15 years, I've been a newspaper journalist with several widely read American publications. I specialize in medical journalism, and I take a lot of pride in what I do. I get to interview some of the most successful doctors, scientists, and researchers in the world, and I share their secrets and discoveries. Of course, none of these discoveries compare to the one I will reveal to you today. You see, at 32, I got one of the biggest shocks of my life. My skin started aging without any warning. I had heard several times that age sneaks up on you, but I never expected it would happen this fast, almost overnight. Fine lines between my eyebrows, deep wrinkles in the corners of my mouth, crepey skin under my eyes, sagging jowls, dark spots on my cheeks, and dozens of cherry angiomas all over my body. I always looked tired, and even the color of my skin changed to an ashy gray that only plenty of concealer was able to hide. Over the course of just a few months, I could see something new popping up every day. I would wake up, look in the mirror, and burst into tears. For my whole life, up until I was 32, I had flawless, vibrant, plump skin, not to mention a slim figure. Compliments would flow every time I went out. Good-looking men were always checking me out and making all sorts of proposals. Women were throwing envious glances, and my husband, well, he was so incredibly proud to introduce me as his wife. But as my skin and my body shape changed, the amount of attention changed as well. I was getting fewer compliments, fewer admiring looks, and that fire that my husband used to have when he looked at me in the bedroom was slowly but surely fading out. I couldn't help but feel angry at myself and my body. I couldn't stand to see my face anymore. What was happening? Why? Had I done something wrong? I threw all the money, time, and energy I had into dermatologists, creams, serums, peelings, cosmetic procedures, you name it, I tried it. I kept hoping that if I bought more expensive brands or if I had the perfect 7-step skin routine, I would eventually see results. Sadly, that was not the case, and I was about to learn it through one of the most humiliating experiences of my life. I was accompanying my husband to his office Christmas party when I overheard his colleagues talking.
Why did Dan bring his mom to the party? He was supposed to bring his wife. Dude, that is his wife. That's her, man. Oh, wow. Hey, Claire, can you believe that is Dan's wife?
No way.
Every single word crushed me. I knew they were right. I looked like my husband's mother. Everyone could see it, and everyone believed it. No matter how hard I tried to hide my lines, my oily chin, and dry cheeks, no matter how many hours I spent trying to cover the explosion of dark spots on my cleavage, it was all in vain. But little did I know back then that my luck and the luck of thousands of women like me was about to change. You see, soon after that horrible Christmas party, my boss came into my office and gave me a very interesting project. He wanted me to interview successful women, like models, actors, and beauty gurus, and get their story on how they managed to stay on top of their business. What were their secrets? What were their routines? I couldn't be more excited about the news, especially because I could add the question that burned me the most to the list. What was their skincare routine? For no fewer than 32 interviews, I heard the same advice that I knew for sure didn't work, or at least not for me. Everyone told me about their creams, lotions, and skincare regimens, but I already tried all of that. Some admitted they had had plastic surgery and injectables. At least 4 of the women were living with constant migraines because of the Botox, but they wouldn't quit it because they were afraid looking older would affect their career. One movie actress told me she suffered nerve damage from the needles, even though she had the procedure done at a high prestige clinic. Moreover, one of the 3 beauty gurus I interviewed said she would never ever advise anyone to choose interventions like neck lifting or chemical peeling. They can result in facial asymmetry, skin loss, discoloration, scarring, or even persistent pain and numbness. Not to mention neck lifts are between $7,500 and $20,000 on average, and they're not covered by most health insurance plans. I mean, even if I had that much money, permanent scarring or facial numbness was not something I was willing to risk. I was beginning to think there was no real solution to my skin getting older by the day, that I just had to learn to live with myself, becoming completely invisible to my partner while being pitied by my girlfriends or strangers at parties. Luckily, all that changed when I met Dr. Joanne. I kept looking at her bio, then back at her, and I couldn't believe she was 56. She had the most lustrous skin I had ever seen and was fit as a fiddle. If I had seen her on the street, I would have guessed she was about 35 tops. But unbelievably, that was not the most impressive thing about her. This woman had been working as a microbiologist for some of the world's most famous Korean skincare brands. She was behind 3 out of the top 7 most valuable cosmetic products on the international beauty market. And occasionally, she created personalized skincare routines and diets for VIPs or offered consultation for their cosmetic lines. Usually, with all the successful women I was interviewing, I would wait until the end of the interview to ask them about the skincare routine. This time, however, I was so dumbfounded by what I was seeing that I just blurted out, "Sorry, I just can't stop looking at your skin. I'm dying to know what your skincare routine is." Oh, Dr. Joanne smiled, and I could not help but notice that not a single wrinkle appeared in the corners of her mouth. "Well, it's more of a gut care routine than a skincare routine." I was intrigued. "Can you please tell me what this gut care routine is about?" Dr. Joanne didn't say a thing for the next moments, so I told her all about my obsession with my skin, about my everyday struggle to just go out and show my face to people, how I was taken for the mother of my husband, how it just broke my heart to look at myself in the mirror. "I see. All right, but you need to turn that off," she said, looking at my recorder. As soon as I put my recorder away, she told me something that was about to change not only my life, but also the life of thousands of women. In the next couple of minutes, I will do my best to explain to you in very clear and simple steps what she explained to me. Some of the information you are about to hear might make you angry, especially if you've spent a lot of money on skincare products. But by the end of this, you will finally know what the root cause of all your skin issues are and what you can do to fix it today. You see, Dr. Joanne asked me if I'd ever noticed how a blemish can improve by the hour. Over time, it starts to look lighter and flatter until it eventually disappears completely. Then she asked me if I'd ever heard of something called cell turnover. I had, but I wasn't really sure what it meant. Cell turnover, she explained, is a continuous process of shedding dead skin cells and subsequently replacing them with younger cells. This makes the skin look shinier and tighter, gets rid of fine lines, and prevents wrinkles. Now, you might wonder, if the cells of our skin are replaced regularly, why do wrinkles exist? Here's the catch. If you don't have a normal cellular turnover, you get a dead cell buildup, and it's just like a traffic jam at the surface. That stagnation suffocates younger cells or prevents them from getting to the surface altogether, leading to issues like acne, skin spots, flaky skin, uneven texture, or getting jowls. So the slower your cellular turnover gets, the faster you age. While the process of cellular turnover is not new to the medical world, the real kicker, as Dr. Joanne told me, comes from a group of scientists from one of the top research universities in Europe, University College Cork, who discovered in 2021 how you can control the speed with which older skin is replaced with younger skin. As it turns out, the speed of cellular turnover is decided by the central engine of the body, the gut. More precisely, by the gut bacteria, also called microbiome, and by how old and powerful these bacteria are. Their discovery was published in the reputed Nature Aging medical journal in an article called The Mind-Blowing Link Between Age Reversal and Gut Health. This might surprise you, but your gut contains over 100 trillion microorganisms, or gut flora, which is more than 10 times the total number of cells in your body. Your gut bacteria are responsible for no less than 95% of serotonin production and 50% of dopamine production. Both dopamine and serotonin are crucial when it comes to how fast the skin renews itself and how it looks. But this is just the beginning. If these bacteria that run the show, like an army of hard workers that keep our body running, they turn on enzymes, turn off genes, and dictate how we look. In order to do so many jobs so well, your gut bacteria need to get renewed so they have enough strength. Normally, our bodies should be able to replenish the gut microbiome and renew it all by itself. But here's the thing, most of us don't have perfect guts. Everything from the antibiotics we took years ago to fight infections to being born via a C-section can compromise the balance of bacteria in our microbiome. Also, inflammatory foods such as alcohol, sugar, carbs, and processed meals that our body is not developed to break down can also damage the gut flora. And the worst of it all is chronic stress, which leads to inflammation in the body that basically burns up all the young bacteria. When your gut is affected by all these factors, the nutrient absorption slows down and there isn't enough food for all the good bacteria to thrive and renew themselves. If the bacteria in your gut don't renew fast enough, you get old. Digestion becomes slower, nutrient absorption slows down even more, causing everything to age faster, including your skin. In short, our gut microbiome decides the way we are aging. If our gut is not performing as it should, our skin will age more quickly. This theory was also clearly explained by the scientists at the National University of Ireland. In short, here's what happens. Certain gut bacteria are dedicated to renewing your skin and providing the nutrients your skin needs to regenerate and look plump. When your gut microbiome becomes old, most of these bacteria die, and there is nothing to do the job and support the cell turnover. If your skin doesn't renew fast enough, it loses elasticity. If the bacteria that support scrubbing away wrinkles or dead skin cells don't exist anymore, dead skin cells pile up on top of healthy, newer skin cells and suffocate them. If the dead skin cells aren't shed and cleared out properly, they cause eczema, psoriasis, acne, dark spots, and cherry angiomas. At this point, it is impossible for any creams, gels, serums, or vitamins to work properly. When nutrient absorption slows down, you can take as many A vitamins or collagen for the skin as you want, but they won't be processed and they won't reach the skin even remotely. If you apply an expensive serum on your skin, you're just taking care of the dead skin cells. Basically, you're just throwing money out the window. While creams, gels, and lotions are great for moisture and maintenance, they do not fix anything. Topical treatments just can't penetrate deep enough into your skin for restorative effects. As for face masks, even the ones made from home ingredients, they can give you a fresh, luminous look for a couple of hours, but they cannot penetrate the skin deep enough either. There's also a high chance that overly praised ingredients like collagen or hyaluronic acid are also a waste of money. According to recent studies from the Journal of Investigative Dermatology, they do nothing to improve the skin in the long term because their molecules are just too big to be absorbed. Moreover, once you stop applying collagen, all the benefits will be lost and the skin will return to its initial look or worse. Now, if you're dealing with an aging gut, there's a high chance you are also dealing with gut malabsorption too. In short, your gut cannot properly absorb water and becomes dehydrated. Your skin becomes arid and cracks into even more wrinkles, just like a water-starved desert. All in all, your skin is the roadmap to what is happening in your gut. This gut problem is probably affecting you if you have deep wrinkles and premature aging, but also if you have skin conditions like psoriasis, acne, eczema, or if you're dealing with bloating, gas, constipation, diarrhea, or extra pounds. Basically, every time the integrity of the gut and balance of bacteria get disturbed, it shows on your skin. One proof is how gastrointestinal disorders and food allergies are accompanied by skin manifestations such as inflammation. Listen, You can be 32 and have the gut of a 63-year-old, or you can be 63 and have the gut of a 32-year-old. Your biological age has nothing to do with your gut age. So how can you fix your gut and reverse the signs of premature aging? If you think about a garden, our gut is like the soil. The soil needs the right nutrient levels and bacteria balance to support the plants and for them to be strong, to have robust leaves, and for the flowers to blossom. For our skin to be strong, lustrous, and radiant, we also need the right bacterial and nutrient balance in our gut. And just how you can determine the age of a tree by looking at the rings on a stump, you can determine the real age of your gut by looking at your wrinkles. The solution, clearly, as Dr. Joanne concludes, is to bring a certain type of fresh, young, beneficial bacteria to restore the aging microbiome. In fact, a growing number of studies are confirming this is the way to go. The biggest problem is they do not get to see the light of day or reach the public. That's when she admitted that skincare brands know what works, only they willingly keep women hooked on temporary fixes that give them a bit of glow for a few hours rather than giving a permanent solution. They just want you to keep buying so that they can keep filling their pockets. In fact, here's the gruesome truth. The gut-skin axis was discovered in the 1930s. That's right, it was 90 years ago when the studies first clearly showed that the gut is the key player when it comes to how your skin looks, but to no avail. Beauty companies did everything in their power to bury this breakthrough. Absolutely nothing gets past the skincare companies. They're willing to buy off, intimidate, and frighten anyone who threatens their huge profits. If you're wondering if you too are suffering from an aging gut, you can find out right now. All you have to do is answer this question. Do you experience at least one skin issue and one gut issue that don't seem to go away no matter what you do? Maybe you're suffering from dark spots, wrinkles, and bloating, or maybe you're dealing with oily or dry skin and extra pounds. If yes, then your gut-skin microbiome is out of balance, making your skin age 7 times faster. Now, I'm sure you've heard of the importance of probiotics when it comes to gut bacteria. Whenever there's a gut and microbiome imbalance, everyone from doctors to dietitians recommend you take probiotics daily. But as you'll see in a moment, what I'm about to share is not about taking more grocery store probiotics. I mean, in my case, before meeting Dr. Joanne, I had already taken at least 10 types of probiotics for my gut and bloating. Shouldn't my skin have been silky smooth? Dr. Joanne wasn't very surprised to hear that the probiotics I was taking weren't doing my skin any good. She explained to me that while it was true that our gut and skin do need probiotics to repair and thrive, not all probiotics are the same, and not all of them are powerful enough. Plus, not all probiotics are good for an aging gut and skin. Just like you cannot take the same pill for a toothache and bad digestion, in other words, the skin needs a special type of probiotics only. Now, let's say you go to the pharmacy and ask for probiotics designed to improve the gut and skin. No matter what the pharmacist gives you, you should be extra careful. Unfortunately, most of the time, the strains in your supplements are already dead because of poor packaging and handling, meaning you're ingesting dead bacteria that have no effect whatsoever. Secondly, in order to sell more, probiotic brands add as many strains as possible to the formula without making sure if they interact well with one another. Too many strains often confuses your body, and if the bacteria strains are not compatible, they create a new war zone inside your body. Studies also show that 96% of the live probiotics are being killed by your saliva and stomach acid. Whatever you are left with, it's not enough to repair years of premature aging. So I am sorry to tell you, you most likely just threw money out the window right into Big Pharma's lap. At the end of our session, after noting down every single word like a nerdy schoolgirl, I dared to ask one more question. So what probiotic formula are you using? Dr. Joanne used a DIY formula that she secretly prepared in a lab in small quantities. Her employers never let her create a large-scale product that actually worked, not to mention an affordable one that could be accessible to everyone. All her ideas were rejected, and she was never allowed to start a business by herself because of the non-disclosure agreements. After all this, and being close to retirement, all she wanted was to forget about the beauty industry as soon as possible. Just to understand how powerful the right combination of live probiotic strains and natural ingredients can be, she gave me a sample of her potion, enough to last 3 months. I tested it as soon as I got home. To my surprise, it didn't take long until the formula started doing its job. At first, there was a new gloss in my cheekbones. Then, day after day, my skin got fuller, tighter, and more flexible. When I stretched it, there were no more creases for me. Slowly but surely, the brown spots on my cleavage were fading away, and even my old cherry angiomas were slowly shrinking and disappearing. The lines on my cleavage were also becoming less visible, while the cleavage skin was getting plumper. Every time I turned my head in the light, there was a healthy glow showing up. The texture of my skin was so smooth, no more big pores on my nose and cheeks, no more oily forehead. I could barely take my eyes off of myself. Waking up and looking into the mirror every day felt like the greatest gift in the world. But there was one other thing happening, something completely unexpected, a thing that left both me and Dr. Joanne in total awe. My clothes started fitting me better. My belly wasn't hanging over my pants, nor were my love handles. My cellulite wasn't so visible anymore. Honestly, it felt like it was vanishing bit by bit every single day. My back fat was clearly less. I mean, I was no longer struggling to close my bra and it didn't feel tight anymore. Nothing was spilling over. I wasn't bloated anymore. I felt so light and full of energy. My biggest shock, however, was when I went on the scale. My heart almost stopped. I was 14 pounds lighter. I will never forget how my husband would stare at me in admiration, asking me if I had turned into a witch or something, as if that was the only thing that could explain achieving this outstanding glow up from head to toe in such a record time. It felt nothing short of a miracle. It felt like I had hit the jackpot of beauty. All I wanted was fewer wrinkles and brown spots, and I had gotten so much more than that. Vibrant, plump skin from head to toe, all while reaching my ideal weight without doing absolutely anything for it. No expensive products, no special diet, no exercise. Of course, I wrote to Dr. Joanne about my progress every single day. I told her how happy and confident I was, how it didn't feel real, how it was as if I had a second chance at life. But more importantly, that we needed to find a way to make this accessible for everyone. I knew she was tired and fed up, but she had a moral responsibility. It was like discovering penicillin and not sharing it with the world. Only she could save thousands, even millions of women from falling prey to greedy cosmetic corporations, or from the despair and depression that comes with an aging skin and extra pounds. It took me 5 months of sending messages every single day to convince her, and another 3 to wait for her to retire. Then we rented a lab, hired a team of top chemists, and started working day and night without saying a word to anyone. Our purpose was to perfect the formula and create a first batch that would allow us to test it out and make 100% sure it would work for women of all ages and health conditions. And let me tell you, what happened next exceeded even our wildest dreams. But first, I bet you're curious to find out what this ultimate formula contains and why it works so incredibly well. Here's a short explanation of each one of the powerful ingredients used and the incredible long-lasting effects they have on your gut and skin. Step 1. Revive your gut and skin to kickstart your journey. Dr. Joanne realized the first thing she had to do was to resuscitate the dormant gut and skin microbiome in order for it to be receptive and absorb every single ingredient in her formula. She was incredibly proud when she discovered a peculiar Egyptian plant with blue roots that had an effect on the skin that would leave anyone speechless. This plant is called babchi, a plant that the scientific and medical community paid little attention to until 2018, the year when a groundbreaking experiment clearly showed that babchi beats retinol convincingly when it comes to skin rejuvenation. This study was conducted on 44 participants by scientists at the UC Davis's Department of Dermatology and Medicine, along with scientists at the University of Michigan's School of Medicine and Drexel University's College of Medicine. half of the group was asked to apply 0.5% retinol cream daily, and the other group was asked to use 0.5% Babchi oil daily. After no more than 12 weeks, the results were undeniable. The research team found that Babchi users were showing a significantly decreased wrinkle surface area and hyperpigmentation, far more than retinol users were experiencing. Babchi was not only more effective than retinol, but retinol users reported much more facial peeling, stinging, or redness. Because let's face it, as much as retinol has been called the holy grail of skincare, the truth is that it's too strong for most types of skin. All in all, Babchi offered everything retinol offered and way more. It offered a smoother, clear, better moisturized skin, but without any of the side effects. And unlike retinol, where results go away in 3 to 4 weeks, you could actually count on Babchi's long-lasting lifting effect. If Babchi needed more praise, we also came across a 2014 study where researchers found that when applied to human skin cells, this astonishing plant supports one of the major anti-aging genes, triggering an important increase in collagen production. This means a more elastic and firmer skin for you. Additionally, Babchi has a lot of bioactive components that help the body lose weight more quickly. High in fiber and critical nutrients, Babchi relieves unexpected hunger pains and reduces overeating. The herb also helps you maintain a healthy weight by reducing the buildup of LDL, which is bad cholesterol in the body. Now, after waking up the gut and skin, Dr. Joanne knew she needed to infuse the body with nourishing prebiotics that would feed the good bacteria we were about to bring in. We see this step as preparing the soil for the microbiome garden that we want to grow. For this, I was personally amazed to see how well inulin and dandelion work together. When it comes to nourishing and growing your microbiome, inulin is like the holy grail of prebiotics. Unlike other prebiotics, inulin is more resistant to stomach acid, which means it stays in your gut for longer, thus supporting the renewal of the good bacteria for longer. Not only does it feed the gut flora, it rebalances our skin's microbiome and adjusts the moisture and oil levels. So if you have problems such as acne, rosacea, premature aging, you can count on inulin. Also, a 2017 study on overweight and obese adults revealed that inulin fiber is linked to significant reductions in BMI, body weight, and body fat. The other amazing ingredient in this duo, dandelion, is not only a powerful prebiotic, but also acts like a shield for your skin, protecting it from damaging sunlight and UVB radiation. In turn, this will prevent brown spots. Moreover, a test tube study showed that dandelion root extract increased the generation of new skin cells. In addition, older research indicates that dandelion extract may reduce skin inflammation and irritation. This will help you get rid of any redness, itchiness, or dryness while enjoying a smooth skin texture. But dandelion's wondrous benefits don't stop there. This plant also acts as a diuretic, which can help reduce water weight and bloating. Thanks to this, you can easily lose up to 4.5 pounds of weight per week while drinking 2 to 3 cups of dandelion tea per day. While it may seem like dandelion can be found anywhere, please remember it needs to be carefully processed at 95 degrees and paired with a special strain of probiotics in order to get the full benefits from it, which leads us to step 2. Rebuild, replenish, and rejuvenate your gut flora and skin microbiome. As Dr. Joanne said, supplement manufacturers will try to sell you dozens of strains with billions of bacteria units without making sure they interact well together, whether your body actually needs them or even whether these strains are alive and kicking. The truth is, when it comes to rebuilding your gut and skin microbiome, you only need one type of strain, B. coagulans, and I'll tell you why. The B. coagulant strain revives, grows, and empowers every beneficial strain of gut and skin bacteria. It does this quickly, naturally, and organically. It likes the one water you need for all type of herbs, plants, and flowers. The B. coagulant strain modulates the GI microbiome by increasing the populations of good bacteria to the levels that your body needs to rebuild your skin and feel safe to let go of the stored fat. At the same time, it stops the growth of bad bacteria in its tracks, so the beneficial bacteria can flourish without any obstacles. At this point, it might feel like you're growing a second skin. Your digestion might feel as smooth as in your teenage years, and you'll feel rejuvenated from head to toe. That's not all. V-coagulants have repeatedly been proven during clinical studies to increase vitamin and nutrient absorption and provide relief from IBS and bloating. This means that the food you eat will actually be turned into energy instead of making you feel sluggish. Furthermore, bacillus coagulants suppress the growth of a pathogenic bacterium that can also cause eczema and dry skin. Step 3. Double power up your intestinal and skin flora to speed up the results. I was extremely excited to see how 3 extremely potent ingredients can significantly improve the variety of movement and of healing bacteria. First, fenugreek, an herb with impressive health benefits that can restore the gut and skin microbiome while improving its diversity. Thanks to its combination of strong antioxidants and vitamin K and C, it lightens the skin complexion, moisturizes it to perfection, and reduces blemishes and dark spots, which means just with this ingredient alone, you could light up every room you walk into with your new youthful glow. Next, if you're worried about loose skin or blackheads, we've got great news. We've added lemon balm, which tightens your skin and unclogs your pores. But these are not even the most amazing benefits of lemon balm. One little known study from the Journal of Medicine found that lemon balm speeds up gut motility. This means the good bacteria in your body will move and work faster to reconstruct your skin and burn unwanted fat. Let's move to the last but not least of the powerful trio, organic Ceylon ginger. Organic Ceylon ginger contains an outstanding number of 40 compounds that protect the skin from aging and drastically reduce cellulite and scars. Consuming organic Ceylon ginger multiplies good bacteria, breaks down fat, and accelerates digestion. One more unique thing that this pure type of ginger does, it improves the blood flow to your face, which in turn brightens up your appearance even more. And the last step, step 4. Bulletproof your new glow and enjoy a rejuvenated skin and figure well into old age. Slippery elm bark coats and protects the lining of the stomach. It is unbelievably potent, and it has been used for decades for severe wounds, burns, and cold sores. In fact, one study found that when participants consumed slippery elm bark, the severity of their psoriasis symptoms improved. It will protect your skin from rashes and flare-ups, especially if you're dealing with dry skin or eczema. Organic lion's mane is a strong medicinal mushroom that has been long used in traditional Chinese medicine. Lion's mane has long-term anti-aging effects on the skin as it enhances the antioxidants activity and increases collagen levels in aging skin, making it more elastic. Plus, it can speed up metabolism no matter how old you are. Fennel will continue to renew and repair your body's tissues. Its small golden seeds play a key role in the regulation of minerals, vitamins, and fluids which move in and out of body cells. It is also said to protect skin from free radicals and even out pigmentation, all keys to a bright and smooth skin without dark spots. Fennel is also used in many anti-cellulite skin formulas. Depending on its potency, fennel seeds can flush out fat and toxins from the tissues. In Ayurvedic medicine, fennel is also known as a skin refresher. So after adding the last touches to this formula, we plan to test it on at least 50 women who felt old long before their time. I sent a lot of messages to my close friends, family, and acquaintances whose discretion I knew I could trust, asking them if they wanted to test our natural formula. Part of our lab team also joined in. After 2 weeks, there were no less than 56 women ready to embark on my experiment. These results were greater than my wildest dreams. Without exception, all 56 volunteers reported dramatic improvements in the appearance of their skin and complexion. It was like the fine lines had vanished from the corners of their mouths and eyes. Radiance had returned to their cheeks, their necks were tighter, blemishes like dark spots and cherry angiomas were disappearing one by one. While the texture of their skin was getting smoother and smoother, some of them even claimed they had no more psoriasis flare-ups, while others who had been suffering from dry and cracked skin couldn't believe how silky their hands, legs, and faces felt. They were sleeping better, they were enjoying more energy, and just as in my case, they were getting slimmer and slimmer, which was an amazing side effect of our formula that never ceased to surprise Dr. Joanne and me. I mean, most of their cellulite was just melting off their thighs. Their bellies didn't feel bloated anymore, and their stomachs were getting more toned. I remember how our volunteers used to invite us for shopping meetups, where they would show off their weight loss transformations and buy smaller sized clothes together. They were always joking that it was good they didn't have to pay hundreds for creams anymore, as they now needed money for a new wardrobe. It was so rewarding to receive all their emails, messages, and phone calls, and all of them kept asking for more of our natural wonder formula for them and for their friends. It was no wonder why. It was clear more than ever that I had a mission. All the suffering caused by premature aging had to end. We needed to make our discovery available to as many women as possible and fast, so that none of them would ever have to suffer the humiliation of feeling rejected or judged because they look older than they are, or have days when they're isolating themselves because they feel horrible about their bodies. We thought that if we contacted a large, modern, yet discreet manufacturing facility in the USA that could take care of everything, we could mix our probiotic strains and plants in the exact quantities we wanted and correctly process them in the form of a fast-action, ultra-concentrated gummy. I remember I jumped for joy when I found a facility that knew how to work with pure organic ingredients in order to keep their properties intact. We've called it Neotonics, the only 100% natural blend that completely rejuvenates your gut and skin by addressing the root cause of wrinkles, dark spots, and weight gain, the aging microbiome. Just take one gummy every single morning and let science do the rest. Each gummy contains the most potent gut-skin probiotic strain, totaling 500 million healing bacteria and 9 extra strong ingredients supported by multiple clinical studies. Neotonic gummies are not only enjoyable to take, but can be digested much more easily and quickly absorbed by your body for optimal results. Every single gummy is manufactured in the USA in our FDA-approved, GMP-certified facility with sterile, strict, and precise standards. Neotonics is non-GMO and safe. It does not contain any dangerous stimulants or toxins and is not habit-forming. Since its release, Neotonics has provided relief for more than 170,000 mothers, sisters, and wives. Women like Virginia C. from New York, New York, who said,
"Better skin and no more bloating? Sign me up, please. Thank goodness I was smart enough to follow this method."
Cassie Darwin from Rexburg, Idaho, who let us know that
I saved thousands in makeup. I do not need primer, concealer, foundation. I just wake up, wash my face, and that's it. I'm so excited.
Or Jessie T from Santa Ana, California.
For the first time ever, I'm actually happy with my skin and weight. I never thought I would see this day, ever. My friends can barely believe it. They even suspect that I had a cosmetic procedure. They can barely believe it when I tell them it was way more simple than that.
By now, I'm guessing you're probably ready to try this state-of-the-art solution for yourself. And why shouldn't you be? Neotonics is the first scientifically backed method that allows you to both rejuvenate your skin and achieve your perfect weight while helping you get rid of bloating. You will feel amazing inside and out. So with all that in mind, let's talk about how you can get Neotonics today. First, you need to know that we absolutely refuse to cut any corners. With Neotonics, you're always guaranteed a premium, state-of-the-art product that is clinically tested and proven to work. We've never spared any expense when it came to formulating it, especially since there are only a couple of laboratories in the world that can work with probiotic strains with such precision and care to keep them alive and strong so they can do their job and restore your gut and skin microbiome. The bottom line is, quality like this doesn't come cheap. However, when you compare the price of Neotonics with the dozens of formulations containing outdated, generic formulas that are barely of any help, and given the lack of real solutions for aging skin and gut, we could easily offer this at a very high price. Also, after considering the results our customers have seen without having to test out overly priced serums, lotions, and creams at the risk of their own health and sanity, most of them said they would pay for it without even blinking. Think about it. How much would you be willing to invest to have both a plump, toned skin and an ideal weight? Or how much would you be willing to invest to never have to deal with bloating, IBS, or acid reflux? And best of all, never ever have to fear that you might get more wrinkles, dark spots, or gain more weight. What would you be willing to spend if you were absolutely positively sure this formula would do wonders for you? $300, $500, $700? But you know what? It's not my place to put a price on your health or on the peace of mind of being free from premature aging and weight gain. From the very beginning, it was about making it accessible for everyone. That's why we thought to make it affordable for most women, but also cover the ingredients, cost, and at least part of the research time that we have invested. The retail value of the product should be at $175. This is a genuine steal considering what this unique solution can do. However, as I said, our goal with Neotonics has always been to put it into the hands of as many women in need as possible. That's why we decided to cut the middlemen and instead of selling it in the stores, make it available only on our website and pass the savings to you. This means you don't need to invest $170 to transform the health of your skin and gut, nor $150, nor $120. All we want is to cover the cost of the ingredients and keep this site running for as long as possible. Even though I'll have to charge $99 for one bottle of Neotonics soon, considering the ingredients prices are rising due to fragile supply chains nowadays and inflation is getting higher and higher, $99 for one bottle is surely a lot less than a visit to the dermatologist or a high quality retinol serum. Today, and only on this website, you can get a bottle of Neotonics for as little as $1.50 a day with our most popular package. That works out at only $49 a bottle. That's right, just $49 a bottle if you choose our popular 6-bottle package. If you order only one bottle, we will not be able to give you the bulk discount and it will cost you slightly more. Even so, it's still a very small price for feeling comfortable in your own skin every single day. And because I am so grateful you've made it this far into the presentation, if you order a 3 or 6 month package, we'll not only give you a big discount, but also additional bonuses. Here's why. While many of our users experience noticeable changes in as little as a couple of weeks, the real magic happens when you take it for at least 90 to 180 days. We've seen the effects of Neotonics on a lot of patients. That's why I would recommend you take one gummy every morning for at least 90 days. Just to make 100% sure your entire skin and microbiome is 100% regenerated. This simple fact is we cannot estimate exactly how old your gut is at this point, nor how much your microbiome is affected. This depends on many factors, like your stress levels, your immune system, or your lifestyle choices. But especially if you're over 40 years old and you're suffering from both skin and gut conditions, I recommend you take Neotonics for at least 3 to 6 months. 6 months if you want to be sure your microbiome is as good as new, no matter the condition in which your gut is now. 6 months of Neotonics will also rejuvenate your entire digestive system, prevent allergies, help you sleep better, and help you with anxiety or depression. The healing strains and natural ingredients of Neotonics will have enough time to build up and thrive in your gut and body, continuously rebuilding your skin and freeing you of extra pounds. This means the longer you take Neotonics, the better you feel, while dark spots and fine lines clear up and your fat melts faster and faster. Your progress improves exponentially every single day, and it would be a shame to be so close to never having to deal with prematurely aging skin and extra weight gain, just to notice you're out of Neotonics. Unfortunately, missing just one day of Neotonics might lead to the immediate weakening of the gut and skin bacteria that are just starting to thrive. That means you could risk compromising or slowing down your entire progress, while having to wait months even for a new batch of this rare and advanced solution to be available again. And when it finally is, you might realize that the price is twice as high. So why risk all of this when today you can get our 6-month package at an incredibly steep discount? The 3 and 6 bottle packages even come with free shipping. You won't spend a dime to get your delivery. But that's not all. If you're smart and order the 3 or 6 month supply, you'll also get 2 bonus online guides worth $148 absolutely free. These online guides will reveal the secrets to turning back time on other parts of your body. So it's not just your face that ages in reverse, but the rest of your body too. Number 1, cellulite be gone. How to banish cellulite naturally and effectively at home. You'll discover the odd but efficient black shower routine that removes stubborn cellulite from your bum and thighs fast, while also getting rid of stretch marks. The only 3 hacks that can actually make varicose veins fade away and prevent new ones from appearing, according to top experts. Plus, the lazy girl's best 7 tips for toned legs and firm glutes without even having to get up, plus the popular exercises that you should avoid at all costs. Bonus number 2, the great hair reset. How to grow thick, full, and lustrous locks. In this guide, we will reveal the proven scalp massage that can regrow your hair 3 times faster and stronger in a few weeks while keeping it flake-free. 7 homemade natural hair care remedies for thicker, shinier strands that celebrity stylists swear by. This year's most downright dangerous beauty trends that professional hairdressers and dermatologists beg you not to try. All that and more. I can't wait for you to read them. And because I want you to be completely satisfied once you've invested in 3 or 6 bottles of Neotonics, we'll also give you these 2 bonus online guides worth $109 absolutely free. You will gain access to them immediately once you place your order. That's how confident we are that you'll love what Neotonics has in store for you. If you're skeptical, we totally understand. You've tried a lot of methods. You've spent a lot of money, went through so much pain, and nothing worked. We are so confident that Neotonics works that we're gonna give you our ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. If you don't experience any dramatic improvement or you're not content for any reason whatsoever, we will promptly issue you a full hassle-free refund, no questions asked. All you need to do is contact us within the first 60 days of your purchase. Send us all the bottles, even the empty ones, and we'll still refund your money. Just get in touch with our friendly customer support staff and they'll be happy to assist you. The contact information is right on the bottle. This means you have 2 whole months to decide if Neotonics is for you or not. Your order today is a one-time payment with no subscription or hidden charges. Just choose the package you want below. Once you click on your chosen package, you'll be taken to a secure checkout page. Just fill in your payment details using a credit or debit card. After that, we'll quickly send you your order in a discreet package for maximum privacy. All you need to keep in mind is that Neotonics can be found only on this page and not available for purchase anywhere else. If you see Neotonics on any other site than this, know that it is fake and you will be buying it at your own risk. There are a lot of copycats out there, so if you see Neotonics on Amazon, Etsy, or any other online store, you should report it immediately. So make no mistake, this site you're on right now is your only chance to grab this exclusive formula. Again, this offer is in extremely high demand. So the one thing I suggest is that you do not delay. You see, it can take us from 6 to 9 months to produce a new batch, as we're willing to accept only the purest ingredients, otherwise its efficiency would be compromised. And sure enough, searching for and sourcing the most potent ingredients around the world delays things considerably. Next, we ask a third-party lab to test the quality of each ingredient to ensure you get the highest quality so that the bacteria strains are alive and kicking and actually do their best work. Finally, they're released to our contract manufacturer here in the USA for bottling. We do not receive the batch in our warehouse until the formula passes all tests. Those are a lot of steps that involve a lot of people. However, with everything going on in the world right now, our distribution faces a lot of challenges. And with rising demand, Neotonics will soon be out of stock. Therefore, if you decide not to try it today, I can't promise it will be available later. Think about it. Right as you're watching this video, thousands of women across the country are rediscovering what it's like to have glowing, plump skin and enjoying perfect digestion and maintaining their ideal weight again, all without feeling embarrassed to show their face makeup-free or wear tight clothes. So no wonder they keep asking for more bottles for them and for their dear ones. That's why, while Neotonics is still available, I urge you not to wait if you're still on the fence. And when you click the button below, don't forget the multi-bottle packages. This way, you'll make sure you have the rare Neotonics probiotic gummies on hand for the next several months and not risk running out just when you start to enjoy its amazing results the most. Remember, Neotonics has to do everything I said it would do and even more, or I insist you send the bottles back, even if they're all empty, for a prompt and friendly refund with our 60-day full money-back guarantee. I want to offer you a sincere thank you for watching my presentation and congratulate you for taking what I think is a gigantic step towards feeling amazing in your own skin. If you're still thinking about it, I just want to ask you to take a second and imagine what awaits you if you don't choose Neotonics today. You might decide to spend more time and money looking for various options. This might take weeks or even months. In the meantime, the appearance of your wrinkles and dark spots might get worse and worse, and your digestion might get trickier, which will make more pounds pile up. Or maybe you believe the problem will go away by itself. Sadly, I've never seen such a case. Quite the opposite. The more your gut microbiome suffers, the slower your cellular turnover gets, and the faster your skin ages, while weight gain remains a permanent risk. But it doesn't have to be like this. Risk nothing at all today. Grab Neotonics right now and get the peace of mind you deserve. So just click below to make your choice. Enter your payment details on our secure order form and place the order now. We'll immediately ship your bottles directly to your home. Every order comes with free shipping, no matter where you live, while the 3 and 6 bottle packages also come with 2 free bonuses. I can't wait for you to experience every single benefit that Neotonics has to offer. Still here? Great. I wanted to take a second and answer the most common questions I get about Neotonics. I just want to make sure you feel 100% comfortable with your decision to order today. How and why does Neotonics work? Have you ever noticed how a blemish can improve by the hour? Skin cell turnover is the reason blemishes eventually vanish. Cell turnover is the continuous process of shedding dead skin cells and subsequently replacing them with younger cells. This essential process makes our skin look shinier and tighter and gets rid of fine lines and wrinkles more quickly. However, if you don't have a fast cellular turnover, you have a buildup of dead skin cells that suffocate the younger ones and do not let them develop. This stagnation leads to issues such as wrinkles, acne, hyperpigmentation, and uneven texture. Medical researchers have recently demonstrated that cellular turnover is controlled by the gut, its microbiome, and nutrient absorption. Simply put, when your gut starts aging, the digestion and nutrient absorption slows down. As a consequence, the cellular turnover slows down and your skin starts aging too. Moreover, you might start gaining weight and develop gut issues because what you eat is not being properly processed anymore. The solution is to bring in fresh, young, beneficial bacteria to restore the aging microbiome. Neotonics is a scientifically formulated mix that gathers no less than 500 million units of extra strong bacteria and 9 potent natural ingredients into one probiotic that targets the root cause of skin and gut aging. Neotonics has been proven by the experience of over 170,000 satisfied customers, like Samantha C. from Seattle, Washington, who said,
"I'm so grateful this product exists. No more crying about my wrinkles every day. Just amazing."
Or Alice Collins from Modesto, California, who wrote,
"I just can't stop looking in the mirror and smiling. You're my savior, Sarah."
Of course, the only definitive way to know for sure how well it can work for you is to try it today, using the special no-risk offer that you can find only on this page. Are there any side effects? Neotonics has been designed for all ages and medical conditions. All the ingredients of Neotonics have been proven to be safe in clinical trials and are constantly tested for purity and to ensure against toxins and contaminants. Moreover, Neotonics is manufactured in an FDA-approved facility under sterile, strict, and precise standards. With more than 170,000 customers, we haven't seen any notable side effects. So we're confident in saying that Neotonics is one of the purest skin and gut formulas you'll find on the market. As always, if you currently have a medical condition or you're taking other prescription medication, we advise you to show a bottle of Neotonics to your doctor before you take it, just to put your mind at ease. When and how should I take Neotonics? We recommend you take 1 probiotic gummy per day for radiant skin and perfectly smooth digestion. It's all you have to do to enjoy a toned figure from head to toe and glow with confidence. What if it doesn't work for me? Can you tell me about the guarantee again? The more results we see, the stronger we believe Neotonics has the power to completely transform the appearance of your skin, help you recover from gut discomfort, and allow you to reach your ideal weight. It's true though, that nothing works for 100% of the people who try it, as each body works in its own way. That's why every bottle of Neotonics comes with an ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. If for any reason you aren't fully satisfied with the results, you can just return what you haven't used for a prompt and full refund. How can I get started? It's very easy. Just click the button below now to go to our secure order checkout page. Enter your information and we'll immediately get to work shipping Neotonics right to your doorstep. So all you have to do today is click below, fill in your payment details on our secure order form, and submit your order. I can't wait to hear your success story.